Hello, dear friend. Welcome back. After dealing with the Sinners of Absolution in Skyexanis, the Riftseekers now spend the rest of the day getting some well-deserved R&R. They spent some time helping repair the tavern that was mostly destroyed due to the skirmish with the Pangolan Dragonborn. Then later on, Ornan, Mirage, and Macau send out some letters to their friends and loved ones. As they continue on with their day, a few members of our party seek out answers from the divine.
It's okay.
It happens.
Well,
it's not ideal.
All we did was start repairing the old tavern, and Mirage mailed out some stuff.
Ambrose is being a bitch!
Ambrose is doing his job.
He's being,
Ambrose
but he's being
is
a
doing
little
his
shit
job.
about it.
He's doing his
It's
job.
like while
doing his
working,
job.
we've been like drawing.
He's looking after a little shit, okay? So I mean...
True.
The TikTok you sent me? This seems familiar.
That's
so funny.
Okay,
Yeah,
so...
we've been writing messages in
like-
and like I drew a dick and he was like
It's
Okay.
like I drew a dick and then I got erased and I was like, fuck you. And
So-
then we threw dirt at Dara.
You...
And I
wrote the letter, sent
So
the
yeah,
letter.
you sent the message to Sophia. Sophia received and sent a message back to you, and then you shut. Then you went to the letter knife post and wrote a message to Yordamil, which will be delivered to Ocelia in roughly 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna ask, do you guys happen to know of any places of worship for the Mother Serpent?
Of course, yes. Silly of you to ask.
I'm sorry, I'm new here.
You're new, but everyone knows you now.
Yeah.
The one with the
Right.
2 marks. That must be interesting.
It is.
What's it like?
Seeing as I've only just got here, this feeling has been kind of new to me.
Feeling? Like what?
I guess for the first time in I don't know how long, a crowd of people haven't, felt repulsed by my point to my curse.
Well, like Mother Serpent said, you've done something unforgivable that the gods have recognized. But all of us here in Skyexanis, we trust Mother Serpent's word. She has blessed us far more than any other god, I dare say. She gives us the rain, which blesses the crops with superior nutrients. They grow faster and they're stronger. We yield more. And to hear her speak after so long, that is truly a miracle. I mean, miracle in a different way, but it's... I'm truly blessed that I was able to hear her speak. And to someone like you, I mean, if someone is cursed and is still blessed by Mother Serpent to be spoken to, that gives me so much hope. That means for those of us who aren't cursed, I'm at a loss for words. I just thank you for being here, truly. And whatever it is you did, I'm sure, well, at least I hope, you can forgive yourself if the gods cannot.
I feel like you've just given me a little hope right about now.
Little old me, I mean, I'm nothing compared to Mother Serpent.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering if you can direct me.
Oh,
yes, yes,
of course. So she would direct you towards on like the eastern side, like east of the central part of Skyexanis, there is a place of worship for the Mother Serpent. She tells you to look for the statue of Mother Serpent, and nearby is a humble temple where you can pray or worship to the serpent.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will make myself toward the temple.
Very good. Okay. So you exit the letter knife post and travel back to the center of town and head eastward. When you do, you would come across a massive statue of the Mother Serpent. The serpent is kind of like coiled up, and it is in this position where it's kind of like looking down in front of it. And if you didn't know how almost caring this creature is to the people below, you would think that this is a very intimidating statue. The presence and the aura about it just seems like it was intended to strike fear, but knowing of its like purpose, you get a different sensation, almost like it's not looking at me to cause fear, it's looking at me to watch over me, like a mother watching over her children. That is what you get from looking at this. And then below it there is a tablet, and it says, Mother Serpent watches over all. Behind it is a stone, like temple, not even temple, like a stone church almost. The way it's built is, it starts off with like a small antechamber, and then beyond that is kind of like a dome-shaped building, but the very top of it is open, much like that of a Ware's temple. But this is specifically designed because of how Mother Serpent works, and she can watch below. It is designed for Mother Serpent to like direct her gaze down into the temple or church.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I make my way down the center, and is there like an altar?
Yeah, so at the center of this dome is kind of like a, like not pedestal, but like a elevated area compared to the rest of it, like platform. Is that what it's called? Dais?
Maybe.
I believe so.
Okay, so
That
yeah.
sounds right.
Just like an
There's no-
elevated platform, so where people, you would see there's already someone there who is like kneeling down in like prayer position, looking up towards the sky. Every once in a while, the rain will come and like splash over them very gently before it passes over. But you see there's like a few pews as well, kind of like surrounding this like platform. And you see that there are a few priests as well who wear very simple blue robes. Think of like simple like Shaolin clothing, I guess, where it's just, or not even that. What am I trying to think? I'm thinking like Friar Tuck from like Robin Hood, like the brown robe that he wears with like the rope sash.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm thinking these people wear, but it's
Chain
blue.
top at Ren Fair.
Huh?
Someone out there's gonna get it. Chain top at Ren Fair.
So yeah, it's just a very simple blue robe that they've tied around them, and they seem to just be kind of like looking over people, talking to others who have like questions or just need talking to. And there's someone at the platform who like aids people in prayer and makes sure they're like worshiping correctly, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you want to do?
Yeah. I guess I'll wait for the person before me to finish.
Yeah. So you would stand in like this line where there are a couple people in front of you, and they would all stand on top of this platform with this like priest of Mother Serpent like aiding them like down onto their knees, and then once they start praying they like step back and just watch over them until they're done, and that continues until you are at the top of or at the end of the line. And after the person kind of descends the platform and walks away, the priest looks up, and you would see that this person is blind, darker skin, kind of like patchy stubble on their face, and they just kind of like look over to you and like gesture their hand out and offer you like a kind smile.
My first time contacting Mother Serpent like this.
Oh, I know that voice. Eve?
Apologies, but have we met somewhere before?
No, we haven't. Apologies if that seemed a bit mysterious. I am the head priest here at the Temple of the Mother Serpent. I have what you would call a special connection. And after you had entered Skyexanis, I've been able to hear. I cannot see very well, as you might notice. But through Mother Serpent, I can hear many different things, and your voice out of all of them rang. It echoed. That's how I know you.
Well, it's quite an honor. Is this like... Here it goes.
Please, step this way. And he like leads you towards the center of this platform. And it's different for everyone, but whatever's most comfortable for you to worship. And he just kind of like steps back, puts his hands together and just like bows his head and just kind of like listens. And lets you do what you need to do.
Alright, so I guess I'll just kind of classic meditation, just like legs crossed with just hands just like laid on my legs, just open and relaxed.
Okay. As you sit down and begin to meditate, the entire time you felt eyes heavy gaze onto you. But as you kind of like sit down and meditate, are your eyes closed, open? What are you doing?
They're closed.
Okay, cool. You close your eyes and you begin to feel that gaze again, but it's different. And you kind of feel your body become lighter, almost like as if you're floating. And around you, you begin to hear like something moving. Lots of different things moving. Do you open your eyes? Or you keep them closed?
I don't want to break the combo. I slowly open them.
Okay. As you open them, you're no longer in the temple, but you are seemingly like floating in like this bubble where there's water surrounding you. So you're in like this pocket of air. All around you are these different marine life. Large fish, small fish, like smaller squids moving about. And then in front of you, you would see that massive dark silhouette of the Mother Serpent. And she would like loom in closer before she like comes into view, and you can see this beautiful pearlescent scaly skin with eyes that are just like a kaleidoscope of colors. Very much just a large, gargantuan serpent, but is just, as you look upon her, it is beautiful. And she looks down upon you, and you feel her gaze is soft. You feel like a child. You feel like there is a loving, caring mother who is looking over you. You feel protected. You feel very comfortable. So, what do you do?
Very nostalgic feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd say that, but my mom would really. This is quite a greeting, Mother Serpent.
How so, Eve?
The way you gaze upon your own, it reminds me of the person I always wanted to be.
And who's that?
A mother who would protect her child and defy any grand plan to do so.
Interesting. And yet, look at the path you've taken. Why have you come to me, Eve?
I feel like, to be honest, I feel kind of aimless. I mean, we have such big things going on in this world, and I have just learned very vaguely of what these harmonious marks mean, and I have a few questions. If I'd be so honored to have your time.
Of course. Ask away.
The one who bared the harmonious marks before me, who was he? What was he like?
The one who bore the mark before you. His name was dearest Mirage. Was that correct? Yes.
Dearest Mirage.
dearest Mirage.
Mirage.
Neat name.
He was the one who brought peace to the Biosphere after an age of war.
Big name. By what means?
You've heard of the story of the creation of an Ethos, yes?
Yes,
And you know of the 8 leaders that came together, correct?
I do, yes.
Well, before the 8 leaders, there was dearest. He was the one to go out and seek truce between the 8 different factions. And when they all came together, they formed that truce. And thus an amnesis was created. And the second harmonizing came to an end. Dearest was the catalyst for that.
And what happened to him?
He was forgotten. You've never heard this name before in history books, have you?
It doesn't ring a bell.
No. For that is not the reason of bearing the harmonious marks. Not for fame, nor for glory. Merely to aid the Biosphere into different transitions. Through different transitions.
Interesting.
Great.
And now I bear these marks.
Yes, indeed you do. So, that means Ethos is going through a transition. And you will be there to see it through.
How do I go about for dealing with such a confusing, otherworldly threat?
Of whom do you speak of?
I speak of Amberster.
The Flux Weaver.
Yes. And these Vesiculum. What do you know about the Vesiculum?
100 years ago, the rift split, shattered. Fragments of the rift were scattered all throughout the Biosphere, which have now been named Vesiculums. Many of these Flux Weavers obtained these Vesiculums and began to study them and their different properties. The Flux Weavers are not the only ones to have these Vesiculums. Perhaps some are still waiting to be found.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of the remaining Vesiculum?
I do not.
I knew this journey was going to be a lot more difficult than I thought. And you had said that I needed to mend the tear in my mind, body, and soul.
I did.
I'm not sure how to go about it. I've been out of contact with Dion, and I'm gonna try contacting him tonight. And
Do you believe it is a god that will help you? That it is a god that can mend this tear?
I don't think the gods themselves will do it.
No, you are correct.
I know it falls on me.
It
I
does.
just wanted to know if any may lead the way.
As I have said before, and she begins to circle around you at this point. You see that even though she is circling you, her body is still there, so it just seems like it's endlessly moving around you.
Tight.
Almost fake.
Everything is flawed. Even the gods. You know this, don't you?
I do. I figured one god exists to make up for another's shortcomings.
In a way, Yes. The gods. They are all created with specific purposes. Each one does certain tasks. They all work and fight together to create the world we live in today. But, and she kind of like stops moving for a second and like comes to a halt and looks back at you. What do you think of the gods? What is your relationship to them?
For the most part, I serve Dion. We share a similar goal of bringing stability to this world. And in a way, I kind of see him as a friend. But it's been a while since I've been able to contact him. Thanks to this new metal heart. I thought that I was completely absent of his power, but I did feel his graces in a moment of desperation. I know it's still there. I have so many questions, and I just hope I can get some truth from him. I've served him so long. I think it's the least he can do for me.
I'm certain you'll get answers. But if they're the ones you are looking for, I do not know. For the gods, and she begins to like turn away, all have their secrets. She looks back. Do you trust him?
I've been questioning my loyalties for a while. I've been trying to accept it for a while. As I wanted. I don't know anymore. I'm hoping that all of this would be leading towards whatever we've been working for. If I did what I did for nothing, if I took the light of my life and cast him into fucking darkness for nothing, I have to. My faith in him and his plan are the only things really keeping me going at this point.
I see. Could you ever forgive yourself?
I don't know. I've just been telling myself whether or not I can. The best thing for me to do is to make this world a better place than it was before.
And if you succeed in making this world a better place, then do you forgive yourself? At what point does this world become that better place? At what point do you stop?
guess I stop when I'm dead for certain. I've defied it once before. So, all I know how to do is keep moving forward.
I see.
I don't know if I'll find peace. I don't think I deserve it, but...
I hope one day you do, Eve of Glattenborough. For if you don't, Ethos might not see you through this next transition. Find your peace. Find a way to forgive yourself. You are working towards a better tomorrow. You have for a long time now. I hope you will recognize the deeds you've done. Beyond, and you'd see, like her tail, like whip around and slowly like enter the bubble and just kind of like gently press on the cursed mark. This just massive tail that comes to a point. You might see that as a cursed mark. Something that will always be there. But I know it as a different thing. A shackle. Speak to your God. There's so much. There is only so much that they can hide.
Somebody sedate me! Somebody sedate me!
Someone get the hammer.
Get the needle! Get the fucking Yoshi hammer now! Stat.
Thank you, Mother.
Of course.
I hope Dion's not too busy tonight.
I guess you'll find out. And one day, Eve, I hope to see each other again. Perhaps when you are more powerful, we can see each other as equals.
What? Huh?
You just gotta drop that bomb and leave us there. With one finger.
As I did with Delias. He was a friend. I see a bit of him in you.
I got a lot to live up to.
You do indeed. And I hope you will. And if you must know, my true name.
You motherfucker.
My true name is Anguius Nimbus. Creation of Marinus and Fane. And if you are so lucky in the future, perhaps you'll meet some of my own kin. Siblings.
forward to meeting your family.
I'm sure they would love to meet you as well.
Thank you for your time. I
Of
think
course.
I think I should get back to my friends.
Very well. Trust yourself, Eve. Trust. And with that, she kind of backs up and goes back to a silhouette before you feel yourself slowly, your eyes would start to force themselves shut before you open them again, and you're back within the temple. The head priest kind of looks over you. Well, did you find peace?
I certainly found a peaceful place. And some direction.
Wonderful. And he goes over and he kind of helps you up to your feet. And just clasps your hands together and just bows before you. An honor, Eve. Truly.
And then I just take a look up at the opening in the roof.
You feel that gaze kind of look away from you now. You don't feel it as heavy anymore.
I got a lot of work to do.
Yes, you do. We hope to see you again, Eve.
You will.
Good.
Alright.
And he just kind of pats your hands and sends you on your way.
Alrighty. I return to friends.
All right. The 4 hours are up. What does the rest of the group want to do?
Bro, what the fuck?
To the post office! I asked the tavern keep.
I realized that I need to also pray to my god, and I keep forgetting.
I walk up to the tavern keep. I'm like, so.
Hey,
Yeah, Shane.
what do you want? What do you want, green boy? What do you want, space boy?
What's the matter, space boy? Scared beans.
Don't do that. That'd be sad.
Do you know where the letter knife post is?
Yeah, you're gonna wanna. And he points the direction that Eve went.
Amazing.
That way. Go.
I'm gonna start wandering off that way.
Very good. You would come to the letter knife posts pretty quickly.
Do you have your letter ready?
I do.
Well done.
I've had it written for the past 40 minutes.
Oh. Things happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lore.
Walk inside. Hello?
Hello, welcome in.
I'd like to send a letter to the landlocked spires.
Oh, very good. Do you already have one written? Or do you need to write one out?
I do need to write one out.
Oh, okay. And the same guy directs you towards the desk to write a letter.
Amazing. I'm just gonna send it to you because I already have it all written up.
Very good.
I just.
After you're done writing it, you seal it all up, stamp it. He helps you put it in the little box that has Laglock spires under it.
Amazing.
All right.
Do you know how long it would take to get there? I know the landlocked spiders are
Looking up the map right
a
now.
little tricky.
Long way.
It is a bit longer of the way. Cameo. However, this route that he tells you about, they would go over towards Igis and take a boat through the river down to the spires. So it probably wouldn't take that long.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
And it just keeps going.
If you're going on foot, about 50 days to get to the spires, but on boat, significantly less because the boat is constantly moving at all times.
Almost anchor.
Well, yeah. So,
What were you trying to communicate?
I need to tell him I like their shirt.
No. I don't think it.
he gives an estimate of maybe 2 weeks
maybe.
Okay.
Until it's delivered.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You as well.
I love tabletop role-playing games.
Oh no, that was a lot of words.
Have a good one, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have good.
Okay. Anything else, Ornan?
No, that should be it for me.
Okay. Dara, Macau.
Try to find Mirage.
What are you planning to do? Because I'm probably gonna be a minute.
Okay. Does Link? Does the
Stuffy town.
does the post that everybody's going to? Does it just send letters, or can you send packages as well?
You can send packages.
Just like, I would like to request. Let me do math real quick because I did the math and then I forgot.
Give him a copper.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I would like to request 40 gold pieces from Ambrose, please.
40?
For what reason do you want 40 gold?
Perhaps I want to make a purchase. The fuck does it matter? Huh? It's my money!
Do what you want with it.
Thank you!
What were you planning?
I am going to go run an errand.
Oh no.
And we're letting Macau do this by himself?
Okay, bye! I'm gonna start working on the post.
Okay.
I'll be back, it's not going to take that fucking long.
He does have like an hour to himself every day.
I do indeed.
Yep.
I don't know. As soon as I hear like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, like scurry.
I'm pretty sure Ambrose has a special stopwatch that you just...
Yep.
Yep.
He has a special little stopwatch.
There you go.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna go to the.
Do you have an hour in total per day that you can spend away from Ambrose,
Yeah.
right? Oh. Okay, that changes things.
Only
Yeah,
per
per
day.
contract.
Okay, gotcha.
Because, let me double check and make sure. I don't think you
I thought
actually
it was-
specify the verbiage, but we could make it that. I know it's.
That'd be really funny.
Not
Resets
permitted
it.
to be out of eyesight of Ambrose. They are also not permitted to be absent when permission is granted for longer than an hour at most. So it's like at normal, I'm not allowed to be
Yeah,
out of eyesight.
right.
But then when
Okay.
permission is granted, no more than an hour.
Yes, that's what I thought. I'm like, if it's an hour per day that you're allowed out of sight, then that changes a lot.
Yeah, no, he has to like say that it's fine. But I usually like fuck you, and like I just can't do what I want sometimes. But
Yeah.
there are times where he said no,
Oh yeah.
and there's also times when I've been late. So
Yeah. It's
great.
Yep.
I go to the post office.
Okay.
And I would like to acquire. On the way there, are there any like little like flowers or plant things that are kind of cool?
Roll investigation. DC's not that high.
It's a 16 naturally.
Yeah. So,
17.
from the center of town to where you are heading, there would be a few like houses with like windowsill plants and flowers and stuff like that. But there's an abundance of them.
Okay.
So,
I want to just find something small that's not super extravagant that could be easily put into a package.
easily done.
Okay. And then I would go to the post office,
Mhm.
go in, and I want
Welcome in.
Hello! If I'm wanting to send a couple little small items, do you have something that I could pop that into?
Yeah, it's gonna be just a bit more because
Okay.
we can provide the materials in like a little box for you if you
No
want.
problem.
So they would come out with like a little box with like brown parchment that would like surround it where they would tie up all neatly. So for that, it's a silver to send a package.
Okay. And then
40 gold, and it's a silver.
Mhm.
What are you up to?
so a silver 9. Okay. Yeah. I did my math wrong. It's 1.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I need to do this math correctly. So that's... Okay. Then I will carefully drop the gold in there. And then I will take like a little piece of cloth or something that just like will fucking like tear something off, I don't know. And then put the flour in it, wrap it up, put it in the package.
Mm-hmm.
And then important question. Is my contract like a legal document if Ambrose and I were the ones that just like wrote it up and like we had a little bit of say on what needed to be there? Or like
It's a legal document given to you by the people who imprisoned you.
Okay.
Or released you.
Is there just like a piece of scrap, a fucking post-it note or a scrap of paper somewhere that I can...
Yeah, in the where they have the desk where you can write stuff out, there's bits of parchment, yeah.
Okay, then I'll just grab a little piece, just like a small one, and I'm just gonna write in Infernal, hope you're well. And then I'm gonna drop it in,
Okay.
I'm gonna fold it up,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to address it to a very small, very rundown home and ditch.
Okay. Very well.
I will have that sent off.
Yeah, when you tell them it's ditch, they do look at you and go, you do know for just a bit of money you can take it to an animal. They can get it to ditch pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, I have to be a little careful with the money, so I don't mind how long it takes, really.
Alright, well, it shouldn't take that long to actually get it there. We do have someone who has a route through Anamnesis, or to ditch, so he should be back in a day or two, so it should only be a few days until it's received.
Cool. Alright, and that's it.
Very good. And they take the package like behind to a much larger shelving area and stick the package there.
Okay.
Very good.
It doesn't have any names on it or anything
Mm-hmm.
on the address thing. It's just the place, and then
Yep.
also the little thing that I put doesn't have a name on it.
Very good.
And then I will meander back to Ambrose, and I guess are you still doing your shit?
I'm pretty sure we all stopped at the 4-hour mark.
Thank you.
Yeah, at the
Okay.
4-hour mark, Mirage would be coming back, and then you guys would split off to do your own thing.
All right.
So, Dara, everyone's splitting off to go do their own thing. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going to as well. I'm going to, again, bother this poor tavern keep who's been asked 7,000 questions
Yeah.
in the last about 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there temple?
Yes, we have the Mother Serpent Temple. That's not too far away from there. I believe also in this place since it is Lothminger, there would be a temple dedicated to Aware as well.
Anyone else? Jeez, I'm not trying to come across mean. I'm looking for like Atsunta or Tagal.
Like I feel like the goddess of agriculture would be.
Yeah. So in this area, he would say that there is a small temple dedicated to the Utopian gods specifically here. It's going to be on the outskirts of Skyexanis, and it is a smaller church, but for people who don't specifically worship Aware or the Mother Serpent, there is a place there. But it's on the outskirts of town because the primary god or being worshipped here is Mother Serpent, and then Aware because it is Lothminger.
Yeah, I just Utopian only covers like one of my gods.
Yeah.
Great. I'm just gonna go pray to a fuckload of gods. That's what we're gonna do here.
Very good. Help! Help, please! Help! Please, I beg.
Oh, where do I want to start? Nowhere.
You also
sorry.
you don't need a church to pray,
Yeah.
but it does help if you want to get in contact with them. Unfortunately, this place does not have the Utopian or Dystopian.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm on the same page. Aware has his own temple.
Yes.
Mother
Serpent.
Serpent, and then there is a separate Utopian temple.
Yes.
Okay.
Slave.
Precisely.
I will head to the specifically Utopian god temple.
Mm-hmm.
You're on his slaves.
Sit down Sorry, I'm just looking at a. There was a name that I couldn't figure out how to pronounce, but it's not somebody I wanted to actually pray to. This is just the first one on the list. Goddess of Flight and Freedom. How do you pronounce that?
Simi.
Tiny.
Oh, okay. It just looks like an L, so I was.
Oh.
Oh, is it a capital I? Is that why it looks weird to me?
Simi shouldn't have an I in it.
Slime.
Oh, you're looking at the pronunciation of it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a capital I.
Okay, that's why I'm thrown
Yeah.
off.
Simi, yeah.
Yep, that makes sense. Cool. Anyway. Yeah, I will sit down. He's gonna keep this brief because he's trying for 2 and 1. He'll sit down at, I'm assuming there's some kind of bench, prayer
Yeah,
mat.
there are lots of pews here. There is not, the way this is built is a little different because it is for all the utopian gods. They don't have like an altar or statue specifically for one of them. So it's just kind of like a small church with like depictions of each god, the kind of around like the top part of the temple.
Michelangelo.
Huh?
Michelangelo type thing.
Yeah. But that's about it. It's a very much a smaller temple, and there's very few people in here, and it seems like it's ran by maybe 2 or 3 priests at the most. Yeah.
More priests than I expected, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I will go in there. I will sit at a pew. Cross his hands, close his eyes. To go or aware, I could use insight or guidance at this time, at this juncture. Many things have happened. I will not just be approaching you, to be fair. I am looking for insight on everything happening and to where to go. I feel a little lost. And I wonder if with everything occurring and with the state of Lothminga, you have some kind of opinion. I don't know. That's all I've got.
Okay.
His big goal was at Sunta, so.
So you're praying to Tagon
And Aware.
And Aware.
To Golem because that's his primary goal.
Yeah.
God, and Aware because he's the god of the land.
And what questions were you asking them?
He's mostly looking for guidance
Okay.
and some kind of opinion as to how they're feeling because
Okay.
Empress.
Perfect. So, as you begin to pray, if your eyes are open or closed, it wouldn't matter because there would be a blinding, soft yet blinding light starting from the corner of your eye, and as it gets brighter, and as you kind of like look towards it, you would see a shape within the light that you would recognize as the figure of Tagon holding out his lantern, this very ornate kind of spherical lantern that just shines this divine bright gold light. And as you kind of like look, you still are aware that you are in the church, but then the light just kind of like explodes and fades away just as fast, and you appear in this sort of like oasis or grove of sorts, where like the ground is sort of like a marble white, the trees are also white with like gold leaves, and Tagon, who was standing, like sits down on this like white rock that starts to rise up as he sits down, and he just kind of like places his elbow on his knee and like leans over to you, and you can see it's an elderly elf with like a long white beard, kind of like balding head with a bit of hair receding down, long pointed ears, ornate white and gold robe, and that light from his lantern lantern dies down, but it's still very bright, and he holds on to it as he sits down and leans towards you. He cocks an eyebrow up and leans his head down ever so slightly and looks at you. And,
To come.
it is I, Dara.
Hasn't even been that long and a lot has happened.
I know.
First off, thank you for your aid.
Of course.
I don't think I would have lived through that. No, maybe. Who knows? Anyway.
I am the god of life. I made sure you lived through it.
Thank you.
He also, as you chuckle, so does he.
Okay, I don't know if there's a council. What? Ambrister.
A problematic soul, that one.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
As of current, the gods and I are still discussing
That makes
what
sense.
to do. In matters like these, we must all come to some sort of decision, whether we put our hands in this mess or let it play out. There are many of us, and all of us take different sides.
Yeah.
So when it comes to this Ambrister problem, well, your group, I seem to have a pretty heavy hand in all of this, wouldn't you say?
Unfortunately, yes, we've been very tied up in it.
Yes. So, when it comes to the gods, you might not like our answer.
That does happen.
For now, we simply can only watch.
I feel as much.
Because with all this, we have so many things to look after. We can only manage so much.
Right.
And with the power of the Vesiculums, well, we do not know of its power in its entirety. Our creator came from the rift. This power that Ambrister has is also of the rift. This tear in the fabric of reality is mysterious. It frightens us. But also, what came from it gave us our lives. So we too owe it everything. If at some point in the future, Ambrister not only threatens Ethos, but the gods themselves, that is when we will band together to remove this threat.
I'm going to ask a very large hypothetical here, and if you don't have an answer, I understand.
Go on.
If Ambrister's power were to reach the point where he succeeded yours in his great draw from the rift, as you're saying, if that's exactly how his power works, if we had to seal the rift somehow, would you?
That was good.
heavy question indeed, Dara. But I do not know if even the gods all together could close the rift.
Would you attempt?
One of us has already tried.
What? Who?
Would you like to see?
Yeah. Yeah, show me. I have questions now. I love Dungeons and Dragons.
He simply waves his lantern, and this like ethereal portal or mirror appears in front of you, and it shows the Mirefold. And it begins to move across this red, barren, broken land. You can see on the ground there are like red veins that spread out everywhere and like branch off. Long ago, during the War of the Gods, one of us, with pure intentions, tried to bring us all together, to form peace. He knew all of us were different, built different, and for different reasons.
Right.
Sorry.
I was like, why are you laughing? I'm like, oh. Real different.
We were built to oppose each other, but to create balance in that. The mirror or view would continue to move across the Mirefold. He wasn't always this way. He wasn't always mad. He was a pure spirit. Pure soul. He believed the only way to bring us together was to destroy the rift, to seal it. He knew that he could destroy us. Ethos, perhaps. The risk was great. Our creator would not be able to return. But he cared for all of us. He stretched his mouth wide open over the rift. He closed his mouth around it, attempting to swallow it in its entirety. Perhaps he thought he could sacrifice himself for all of us. But it did not work out that way. The mirror would come to a stop somewhere deep in the Mirefold. It would begin to go underground until you would find this massive cavern. Its walls made of red flesh, pulsating, veiny, and sitting in a throne of flesh. No arms, no legs, but just a red, muscly body with a skull-like head, empty eyes, its mouth agape, with a light shining in the back of it. You can see thousands upon thousands of tiny, insect creatures crawling all over his body. You can almost hear his screams. Our brother, Atrozal. turned into the god of madness you now see before you.
What was he before?
I do not remember anymore,
I see.
for this is now his purpose.
A trust. Was he the source of the Lirefold now?
Yes. His flesh has spread all throughout the land. The only way it was contained was by Kilo, forming the mountains around the Mirefold. And the holy warriors, who now risk their lives to maintain the divine shield between the Mirefold and the rest of the Riftlands. Without the holy warriors, without Ocelia, Skythin would fall into madness.
And who opposes, I suppose, a Trozel?
All of us.
I see. So, in the pile of side quests that add to things that should be done to save the world, saving a Trozel would be one of them. If we wanted to better the entirety of Skythin.
You are of noble heart, Dara.
I'm not saying I can do this.
I'm not saying it's impossible. But this is the fate of a Trozel. Because of where he is at and what he is now, he brings balance.
So, destroying him would still cause an imbalance.
Yes. If there's a better way to contain a Trozel, we would have sought it out.
I'm certain of it.
But because of his power, we did what we could. We contained him the best we could.
I'm certain of it.
Are you aware of Three Brothers Rock?
Vaguely.
Allgod almost faced a similar fate. Allgod has the greatest influence on the Biosphere. The three brothers that he created were separated from the mainland and now live on Three Brothers Rock. Much like a Trozel, if the three brothers were to ever make their way onto the mainland, that could spell a great war for all of Skythin, bringing it into ruin and war.
Well, what's stopping them?
The desire to fight and win and destroy the others.
their own kin. They have no desire to come to the mainland, only to see who would become victorious out of the three of them. But they have been locked in an eternal battle ever since they were created. But all God doomed them to that fate. So you understand, the gods can only do so much to keep things in balance.
Yes.
For it is a fragile, fickle thing.
And that's why I came to you about Ambrister, as I fear he will knock off the balance.
The gods all fear this as well.
I'm certain of it.
But if mortals like you and your group were to seek out a resolution, the gods would see to it that you'd be blessed.
So, because I just can't stop asking a lot of questions here. In my attempted combat with Ambrister, he used some words for one, which I'll get to, but he also called upon the aids of several gods. Do you know if this is forced?
It is an image. Oh, wait. This is actually big stuff.
Just get it on. Rip it.
Go, just go. Go. No, go quickly.
Rip that shit apart.
I forgot it was honey mushroom.
Oop.
I wasn't prepared.
It's fighting back.
It's good, but it's fighting back.
Give me that.
You want one?
Yeah. Oh, wait, it's this shit?
The gods is the best.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's this.
There's the shit.
Reminding me of the snack break from Misery's End.
You don't like honey mushroom?
And nacho cheese!
Oh no.
Bro, I hate Applebee's.
You don't get me.
I wasn't asking.
I wasn't asking. Give me that.
Give me that.
You heard him call upon the gods for aid.
Yes, with a particular set of words.
This is merely an imitation of our power.
I had a feeling.
He uses our names in vain to hurt, destroy, manipulate, control. A heretic and blasphemer of the highest proportions.
That was the
right.
face of, you should know this too. And I was like,
You should know this too.
I was right. Anyway.
Good on you, man.
good job.
So, he's been lying since day one to everyone. Explains a lot. He claimed it as a blessing from the gods. Do you want the words he used?
Proceed.
Mala Oris.
Malauris.
He was very keen on the fact that it was a blessing.
I see. Interesting.
He never did say from who.
I have not heard these words before. Being used by the gods to use their powers.
Okay.
It is not a blessing by us, Dara. There is something else that he's using. To draw powers that could imitate the gods.
Either a vesiculum or the rift.
Very likely, yes. It is possible that a vesiculum, as we know them, draws powers from different realities. It is very possible, though one we've never considered, that this reality parallels our own.
Right. I think I see what you mean.
If he's using powers that imitate ours without us giving it to him.
The alternate reality could be.
Yes.
Well, this could be blasphemy. And if it is, strike me down. Is there a way to draw power from the rift ourselves? To stop him? From this rift? Rather than his?
I would suggest seeking out other pieces of the rift. Vesiculums, either unclaimed or claimed.
Well,
But
Sorry. That looks really good. Give me that.
Give me that.
any idea where we can get an easy one? Because every single time we get one, it gets ripped from us. It's also been unpleasant to have around.
these vesiculums are unstable.
Yes.
All of the gods and most creatures of Ethos know this. I only know so much. If you seek to find more vesiculums, I am not the one to guide you to them. However, it is possible to gain a blessing from Skyexanis, to find a way to track down these vesiculums.
Skyexanis?
Yes. Or you can attempt to speak to Brother Fragments. This knowledgeable member of the family would know everything. Anything that is on the Biosphere, Fragments would know about. I warn you, though, talking to him, even I stay away from Fragments. Your options are limited
Yeah.
and difficult no matter which path you take. However, given a bit of time and if done right, and with some luck, I'm sure you'll find a way to track these vesiculums. Siphon power from these realities and from the rift, and strike down Ambrister before he causes too much damage.
It's a lot of weight.
Well,
You do not bear this alone if you so choose to proceed.
And if we don't? What happens?
Then you and your group may not see the time that the gods step in. Nobody is forcing you, Dara. But if you truly are a cleric of life, of growth, of the land, then I believe you would do what is right to protect those.
It was never a question of whether or not I would do it.
Then know that we will be watching you. You have our blessing.
Obviously, I have my crew. Any knowledge of anyone across the cities who may aid us in this? If not, it's fine. It's a big question with a big world.
It depends on what you're looking for help.
At this very moment, any sense of direction at the moment would be beneficial. Feels like we're being pulled in every direction while also being told, wait.
I see.
We're weak compared to Ambersted.
For now.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do not have the answer to this one as well, Terra.
That's okay. I likely will not be turning to Vexonius.
Understandably so.
I feel like I'll have better luck with the Broken God.
She may not be able to speak to you like I can, but I assure you, her influence is just as strong.
Prominence wouldn't exist without her.
No, it would not.
A lot of questions. Not answered. A lot more questions. Well, then I guess I will end this with my standard final question. Is there anything you would have me do?
Live.
You know I will.
Then see to it that others around you will live as well.
It has always been on my list. Caused a lot more harm than I'd like to recently.
We all make mistakes, Dara.
These weren't mistakes.
Then what were they?
Having to correct the errors of others.
I see.
I don't like it.
Why not?
Because I took the life of a dragonborn willingly, who was scummy. But he may have had a family. He may have been doing this for a reason that I'll never understand. And I still took his life willingly.
One life. Yet you saved so many others.
I know.
But this still weighs heavily on your mind.
Every life I take does.
Good.
let it. For once you lose that, a part of you will be severed.
Yeah.
And you can never regain it. It's okay to feel that way, Dara. But I do not look down upon you in disdain. You have your reasons. I can see it. I know where your heart lies. I know. You also carry on her will.
She continues to be my driving force.
Good. Let it. Carry her with you wherever you go. Do not forget your own purpose and where your heart and soul truly lie. Where there is life, there is death. Where there is death, there is life. And he kind of like gently like moves over to you and like lifts up that plant that you've had with you and just like holds it in front of you. And just kind of gives you a soft smile before he like turns and begins to walk away. And that blinding light would explode once again, and you are back in the church.
Well, that was a lot. Wish I could say I was done. And at this point, life. Is there like a fishing pond?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I know they mostly do their fishing up there, but
Yeah, there wouldn't be like fishing ponds, but there would be small like ponds here and there.
because he wants to go look for somewhere where life would be beginning, like where fish would be born. Life begins anew kind of thing. And if he has to hunt down a human hospital where there are babies, he will do
There
that.
are high driver nests.
I'll do that.
Cool. Sure. Go ahead and make me an animal handling check, because you'd be able to find a nest pretty easily. But what are you trying to do here?
He's not. He's just going somewhere where life begins because he thinks it'll have the highest connection to Atsunta. He's not looking even to speak with her per se. He just wishes to commune briefly.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Just go ahead and roll me an animal handling check.
Huh. This ain't it, Chief.
Uh-oh.
5 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you begin to approach a high driver nest just outside of town. You can see one of those serpent-like dragons kind of like coiled up around a nest where there are eggs. And as you approach, it kind of just like lifts its head and just looks at you and just...
Greetings. I guess this is kind of fitting, I suppose. He's going to sit down just outside of that immediate range.
Yeah.
Just sit down. This is a dumb idea. I'm going to reach into my bag and see if I can't pull out something edible, because I've seen them be fed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to see if I can't at least coax it to either take it or at least calm down if I'm trying to feed it.
Sure. Okay. What are you pulling out to feed it? Just like...
Well, I've seen them be fed, but I don't remember what their actual diet is.
It's mainly fish.
That's what I thought. I'd have some kind of meat, probably. Yeah, I'd pull out some kind of meat, I suppose.
Yeah. If it's like rations, it'd be like dried meat.
Yeah, it'd be a
which
dried
is
meat.
Easy, yeah. Just as you pull it out, just...
This isn't quite right, but I mean you no harm. Wait.
I mean you
We
great
come
harm.
in peace.
Hold on a fucking.
Yeah.
Hold Scott.
I'm holding on to a
What are you doing, druid man?
Druiding!
Just turn into one of them.
I can't do that yet, but I can cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah, motherfucker!
Let go!
Speak to it, please!
Let go.
So yeah, I will sit down with the meat in hand and I'll cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Yeah!
The last 10 minutes. I mean you no harm. I'm here simply just to rest.
Rest. Human. Food first.
All yours.
And it like slithers over to you and just.
Enjoy it. It's not fish, but
Tasty morsel. Human welcome.
And it just like nuzzles its face into you, but it like does it with such force that it kind of like knocks you down.
Jesus. Tough.
Where's the crawls?
It's on my back. As always.
It plagues me.
Human need rest. Sleepy.
Kind of. Different kind of rest. I wish to commune with the powers of the lands and of life.
Powers of land. Mother Serpent blesses all land.
Mother Serpent's not the one I'm looking for today.
Ah.
Atsunta. I may have upset her recently.
Atasunta.
Yes.
Why upset?
I'm a follower of life and growth.
Life. Create life.
And she like looks over to the eggs.
Yes.
Grow. Strong.
And I have recently been having to use my powers and will to do the opposite.
Yeah, we all take life for different purposes. I to feed my younglings.
Exactly. That's why I'm simply just here to inform her that I'm sorry, but I will have to continue doing this until the deed is done. Wherever that ending may end.
I do not understand. Why need forgiveness?
I'm not even asking for forgiveness. I'm simply informing her that I will have to continue going against her greatest will, but I will be continuing to uphold it to the best of my ability. It's weird.
Weird.
Yeah,
Big human weird.
I would agree with this.
Did it say big human?
Come rest.
And like goes around you, begins to like move, and then with its tail like pushes you ever so slightly towards its nest.
I will do so.
Right?
Now I will go lean up against the nest, I guess. What does it look like?
So it's like there are a whole bunch of like small like pools of water. And in one of the pools of water, they would have laid like eggs in that water.
Yeah, I will go sit beside the pool of water, not touching the water at all.
My younglings
There.
will
Are they-
hatch.
Still just eggs.
Mm-hmm.
There.
As it like moves its head down towards the eggs, though, you can see some of them begin to like wiggle.
Oh. You're quite close to a new brood?
Yes, younglings. They grow strong. Big.
Certainly will.
Powerful.
It's an interesting land you have here.
Yes. As is all land. Interesting and new. Diverse. Like all the creatures of the land.
Mother Serpent knows.
Mother Serpent seems quite powerful.
Yes. We are her youngling.
Are you directly related? Well,
Yes.
descendants, I suppose. Interesting.
You rest now?
Yeah, I will. I think I'm just gonna lie down for a nap, I guess.
We'll look over
Thank
as
you.
youngling.
I appreciate it. I will. I think I need this. And I will just lay down, throw the extra kilt underneath my head as a pillow, and just go to bed.
And Dara has been adopted by a mother dragon.
Mama dragon mean everything to me.
Mother.
Mama, you papa.
Alright.
How do you spell this breed of dragon?
High drivers, so it's just HYDRIVERS.
What was the type though?
Oh, amphitheater.
Amateur.
Amphitheater.
Amphitheater.
Amphitheater. Yeah, so it's basically a serpent with wings.
Amphitheater.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was called for the longest time, and it's just not.
Amphitheater.
I'm pretty sure it's
Because an amphitheater is a big
amphitheater.
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 But
Yeah.
chaw.
That had to be like the cutest thing
That was
I've
adorable.
ever fucking heard. And I'm like, yeah, no, honestly, I'm slightly emotional from it. I'm like,
Potter.
well,
Scared.
Casting spells and shit.
Scared. Potter.
God. Yeah, we'll just write them down.
Content that the people are subscribing for.
I'm sorry. The shit that I missed.
Dead. Alright.
So yeah,
Alright.
I will lay down there and just close my eyes and try to take like a 30-minute to an hour-long nap.
Cool. Alright. Very good. Go ahead and roll a religion check for me.
After my last roll, I'm gonna be marvelous.
Marvelous.
I'm leaving you.
For a good reason, I'm gonna use my inspiration for the first time in forever.
Uh-oh.
Why? Why did I even use it?
It's almost always bad.
Damn.
So yeah, that was
Not for me.
total 6.
Okay. Your words have...
Reached something.
They're out there.
They're out there.
your words have been spoken
Yeah.
out into existence.
You spoke words.
And then I took a nap.
Okay.
No, he mumbled in his sleep.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Mama dragon. Baby is.
That's
what he's doing.
Sleep.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to kill some motherfuckers, but like, I'm gonna try not to, because like, you know, I follow you and stuff, but things are kind of shit down here, so sorry about that in
Yeah.
advance. I'm doing my best out here.
Yeah, and he'll just take that quick nap and awaken eventually, unable to speak to these things.
It just looks up at you and just, like, gives that, like, low purr sound.
Greetings to you too. I can't speak your language right now. Yeah, I agree.
It just kind of, like, leans its head back down and, like, goes to sleep.
I'm gonna get up now. As I get up, I just leave another ration right beside it and take off gently.
Okay. Very good.
And I will head back into the center of town to try and find my friends.
Alright. So, we'll say at this point, you all would reconvene somewhere at the center of town. To make things simple.
Macau, because it's still raining like all the time,
Mhm.
right? Okay, so when Macau comes back and he's vibing and chilling, he would probably just be like, okay, well, I guess we gotta wait for everybody to come back so we can like talk about like, do we have any plans? What's the sitch? And so he's just gonna find a bench or something,
He's just gonna lay on it and just like, just.
At some point, you just hear on your face, and it's like some sort of like cloth. Put that on. Don't want to catch a cold.
What is it?
It's like a poncho. It's like a cloth poncho that Ambrose throws at you.
Oh.
He also has one over him. It's like a black poncho with like a hood on.
You know that's like
course.
not how it works, right?
Hmm?
You can't get sick from being cold and wet. It's like a scientific fact.
What do you know about science?
Apparently more than you do.
Fine. Give it back.
Okay then.
If you don't want it, give it back. No.
It was a gift. I want it.
I'm gonna use it as a pillow.
Put it on.
No, I'm gonna use it as a pillow. Thank you. What? What? Why are you so spicy today? What's the fucking deal, huh?
What do you mean spicy?
You're being incredibly spicy. You're fucking. You're throwing a poncho on my face, and then when I use it, you gave it to me, and I say that it's not
a pillow. It's a poncho. There's
okay,
a difference.
but also I don't want to put it on the rain. It feels nice, so forgive me for using it as a pillow. Why are you being so spicy?
Never mind.
What? Never mind. You didn't even fucking say anything. You didn't propose anything. And you didn't answer my question.
These two give me life.
Fine.
If you roll your head like that any harder, you're going to snap your fucking neck. Oh, isn't that the goal? Are you just sick of my
I'll walk away. I'll just leave you alone. How about that?
Okay, no, what? No, because you're being spicy with me. Something's wrong.
Okay. Maybe
You want to talk
there
about
is.
your feelings? Is it therapy time with Mikau?
Oh, I don't know if anyone would consider that therapy.
Okay, well, why don't you tell me why you're being a little bit spicy with me today? What's up?
I think it's time we talk.
We're talking right now.
I think you know what I mean. Why are you making me explain it?
Because you have a lot of explaining to do and you need to start somewhere.
Would you prefer I do it like this? Or do you want her to speak?
You can do whatever the fuck you want. Though I think Ambrose would probably be the least emotional about it, if I'm being honest.
You have a point.
But if that needs to be involved, then do what you gotta do.
I'll let her speak.
Okay?
Hi.
Hi.
I am sorry.
It's a good start. It's been fucking months.
I know.
Months!
I know. And a lot has happened in those months. I didn't know it was you until it was too late.
Too late. When you signed off on everything?
How was I
Signed the
supposed to
adoption
know?
papers for the stray.
Was that the too late point?
Yeah, it was too late after I signed the papers and I saw you walking out. And it was you, of all people. Yeah, it was a bit too late then, I think. You just vanished from my life. For a long time. And then you just appear. All while I've tried to change my life. Tried to, I don't know, forget. To move past what I've been through. I wanted that part of my life to be over, and then you came back. And so too did so many other memories. The good and the bad. What was I supposed to do?
Say something!
Would that have changed anything?
We'll never get to fucking know.
I guess not. I really did enjoy our time together. You you gave me a sense of comfort. The only person who was consistent in seeing me.
I didn't, I didn't mean to just go off grid. It's just after a couple things went down, lost a lot more than my leg. I didn't know what I was supposed to say. For a while, I did plan on just not saying anything. Just doing what I did, disappearing, and then there was a period of time where I thought about coming to find you and telling you what happened and what I had gotten myself caught up in, but I was, for lack of a better term, being hunted down, and so I had to hide for a while, and then I got into some shit that I don't think you would have approved of, and so I didn't want you knew Mikau, and you liked him. And for the amount of time I was gone, I wasn't him.
But you were real to me. You didn't have to put on a face, a mask. You didn't have to pretend. You never did towards me.
Honey, that's the problem. For a bit there, I wasn't pretending. There was no mask, there was no face that I was wearing. I just was that thing. And lately, I've been itchy, if that makes sense. Got the whole fucking time. Were you going to say anything? Were you going to tell me?
I don't know.
I'm just going to live out this whole thing. Eventually, maybe I get integrated back into society. We finish out this whole contract program thing, and then you get to go home to wherever home is, and then we just go our separate ways. Or what was the end goal?
I don't know. You don't understand. You were the only thing that kept me alive. And when you left, I died. Not metaphorically, not theoretically. I died when you left. I didn't want to come back.
I don't think I follow.
What's so confusing about it?
Here.
Yeah. I'm here, and I thought I could be free. I guess in a way that I am. But a part of me still feels trapped. I don't know which one it is, which one still thinks like that. For so long I was kept in that place. You were the only thing that gave me hope. The light in the darkness. And when you left, all there was darkness. And I gave into it. And if it wasn't for the one thing I fear the most, that everyone fears, I wouldn't be here. I came back hoping that I could find something else to live for. And you just came back. I don't think you realize how confusing that is for someone like me. I am not just one person. You don't know how many people are up in here. All trying to take control or give away control, all talking amongst themselves. I have so many thoughts running through my head at all time. Part of me wanted to tell you, others thought it wasn't a good idea. And now here we are. I wish it didn't happen like this. I wish it didn't. But unfortunately, I was forced to this. I still don't even know what I'm doing.
Feel you there. You could talk to me about them, the thoughts I mean. Get them out so they're not just stuck up there with me, myself, and I. Or if you if it would make you feel better, to just not have to deal with me, you could maybe transfer me to someone else. I'm sure they would work something out for you.
Why would I do that?
If I'm being honest, I don't want you to.
Somehow, you are the one thing everyone can agree on. To be near you. That's not just honey talking.
Then I guess you're all stuck with me.
Yeah. Guess we are.
Okay, you said it. My turn. And before I get cold feet, I'm sorry for the fuck for the leaving and the yep. Fucking laughing.
That's a good effort. You see Honey look back up to you, and she has like a tear-streaked face, but she looks up to you with those kind, warm eyes and that smile that just almost towards anyone would just would make them melt.
Do you know how weird it is to be so fucking mad at you, but also be really happy?
How do you think all of us feel?
The fuck am I supposed to do with it?
She just puts her hand out in front of you. You could do this. She just pulls you in and just wraps her arms around you. And she like rests her chin on your shoulder.
Devastated.
You are still the light in my darkness.
I might have to do stuff you're not gonna like, though.
We've all had to do that.
I don't want you to have to deal with him. It feels easier to go back to that than it does to this. This is terrifying.
Why?
Because I didn't have to care for a really long time. And now that you are caught up in all of this, that's not fair. It's fucking laughable. This isn't your scene.
Not my scene.
All the fucking blood and the god shit and the fighting and the... You're made for like books and candles and soft pillows and just the good stuff. None of this. Don't look at me like that.
Is that how you see me?
That's not what I mean. I just mean that you're. Don't take this. You're.
Is this how the great Macau Cheval shows that he cares?
No.
No.
No. No.
You just said I was meant for all these good things.
Yeah, you're meant for like good stuff.
And you're not? You can't tell me that.
I would like to be.
And we can make it so. Why do you view it as something that you can't achieve? Why do you think you're not meant for those good things? Soft pillows and candles.
Because to get to some point of redemption, I guess, or reformation through this fucking program or whatever the hell we're doing, I have to feel and then process guilt and shame, but that doesn't scrub the blood off of my hands, and I don't know what to do with that, so I don't want to deal with it.
You don't have to do it alone.
I don't know what to do, I guess.
You'll figure it out. You always have. You've gotten this far.
Yeah, but this is different stuff.
You just have a different reason to fight now. You fought so hard for so long against impossible odds. All for yourself to survive. And now you have others, not only to fight for, but to fight with. You have others to look after you and who will protect you. You're not in this alone. Continue to fight like you have before. Just don't forget about us. I'm sure you'll do fine.
What are Ambrose's thoughts on that?
Like you said, Ambrose isn't good with emotions. That's what I'm here for.
Understatement of the fucking year.
Ambrose is the logical one, the pragmatic one of us. Because for so long, we didn't need emotional ties. We just needed to move on and to live. And if we could look through it from a logical lens, then everything was slightly better. But I'm here because you don't need that right now. You need to look at things from a different perspective. Why do you think there's so many of us? We all have a different way of looking at things.
Then where does logic brain point? Does he have any... I don't know, does he think anything you're saying right now is bullshit?
Anything that I'm saying?
Yeah.
No. I'm in control right now. As of right now, I speak, not only for I, but for Ambrose and the rest of us.
Okay. doing, I guess, and I figure it out.
Yeah.
Fucking easy, simple, great. That's only 2 things.
So it should be very simple for you then, if it's only 2 things. Because I know you can't count past 5.
Oh, for fuck's sake! We just. This is gonna come back and don't know. Don't you forget! Damn it!
It's me.
I know!
What, you don't like my face?
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Put that poncho on, seriously, you're gonna catch a cold. Don't give me any lip. Don't take that the wrong way either. God. At this point, you guys would all come in.
Hey, nice poncho.
Oh, hey guys.
It is on.
thanks.
It's sopping wet.
What?
Why you wear a helmet?
His fucking eyes are all red and puffy, and he's like, hey guys. What's up?
Just wear a fucking helmet.
What?
Also, you don't get rained on.
Yeah.
Maybe some of us like the rain, Dara.
Or some of us like to be fashionable.
Do you also have any idea how difficult it would be to put on and take off a helmet?
I feel like you could make a custom one.
They're shaped so weird.
You do.
Yeah,
there are
Imagine
custom
with all the
tiefling
bits and
helmets.
bangles, those like.
Yeah, my bits and bangles are gonna ding, 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 ding up against the front.
that
It's going
is
to
right.
be
I
very
didn't consider
loud.
that. That would
That's
be so
going to
loud.
be
You
really
would have a
loud.
headache.
Probably shouldn't wear a helmet for you.
He is a headache, but
Well,
Okay.
yeah, that's different.
That-
You can't put anything on
Is
that.
today just fuck Macau Day? Whoa, wait.
No.
I mean,
No.
Someone at the very end. Yeah. Thank you, Ren.
So, how's everyone been?
yeah, I was
I'm
just about
busy.
the.
I found a poncho.
I took a
I-
nap.
2 ponchos.
I sent a great letter.
I had an interesting interaction with Mother Serpent.
I spoke to Jagon and then I took a nap. So.
Oh.
I really only wanted to like fuck.
Yeah, I have a
Understand.
feeling we have a lot of lore around here.
Yeah.
Letter and
Shit.
just
I
wandering
guess before we
around,
do the
you know?
lore drop, I was wondering if I don't know what you guys had planned
Yeah.
in the evening,
What are we doing next?
but
This
mean-
evening? Yeah, we'll start there.
only because I had something in mind,
Well,
and I think I'm ready for it.
what's going on?
This
My-
sounds-
I want to perform a
bucket list.
ritual to speak with Dion,
What?
but that also means dealing with Sasha. And I
Oh,
was wondering if
right.
you guys could be around for support.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I was
Bonk.
like, oh.
Yeah, when in doubt, bunk. You're my guy.
Oh, that was the
Because
Yeah.
every time she
Yeah.
tries to
Yeah,
talk to
this is
Dion,
gonna be
Sasha,
great.
Sasha
he
comes
shows up
out.
and he gets all pissed off, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is I need to go commission a metal cross.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ.
No, not for
With the
that.
power of Christian value.
After talking with Mother Serpent, I got some clarity. I don't
Okay.
have all the
Well, that
answers.
makes one of us.
Yeah.
Care to share with the class? Would you learn?
Oh.
I'm all ears.
Aside from the very, very vague goal of finding peace, I did learn
You got a
about.
big one too, huh?
Yep. I did learn.
Are all gods like this?
I
Like,
Yes.
Probably.
I did learn about who had the harmonious marks before I did. Some hero by the name of Delias Varesh. Delias Varesh.
What about the god Amanda?
Elias.
It's like,
Delias.
oh, here's
You had way better notes. No,
Oh,
yeah, sorry.
yeah.
keep going.
Someone who saved an nemesis. He prevented the second harmonizing?
He ended the
Ended
second
the-
harmonizing.
He ended the second harmonizing and never appeared in the history books.
Big name.
Just
Wow.
me what the
no.
fuck that is?
a nameless badass.
Harmonizing?
Yeah.
Uh,
The second, what is that?
No, I'm also.
Ambrose?
I'm lost. Can someone please explain?
Yes, it's
I'm not good at the history
the
books.
second harmonizing was when the gods and mortals fought for dominion over what is now a nemesis.
Right, okay,
Right.
I didn't go to school.
It shows.
And I also
I don't think any of us went to school. It's fine. But barring you,
But I also
did you go to school?
I don't think Ambrose went to school.
Maybe probably had some sort of education.
No, Ambrose did.
No, yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I just remembered. I'm like, no, there was a conversation where Ambrose did go to school for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ambrose was like the only one that had an official schooling. I think Mirage had a schooling of some kind, like I did. Like it was just a local homeschooling. basically.
Yeah. Those two
I
did
learned
not.
how
Yeah.
to read, and I can do basic math, and I know some.
I learned
Thanks.
everything from my parents and
Yeah.
other tribe members, so what they knew, I got taught.
I know.
helicopter parents.
I know how to kill real good.
Truth.
Same.
I also learned that the Seculums are just fragments of the drift.
The drift.
Or the rift.
The drift.
Fragments of the rift. And
I thought we knew that.
I didn't know that.
I also didn't know that.
Well,
that flux levers, they don't have all the pieces.
I did know that.
That I think we already knew.
But now it's like officially confirmed.
It's confirmed.
Yes, by two.
Deified individual.
Yeah, two of them. And there are
So,
unclaimed ones out there.
I didn't get any locations.
Neither did I.
Or any fancy names for them.
Nope.
Do you got anybody else you can contact for this information?
I tried twice. Thrice, technically.
Should I just like
and
try
I-
talking to a god?
No.
Should I just try it?
No.
Why not?
No,
Can I?
was told who to speak to and we don't want to.
Can I?
Who?
The god of knowledge.
We need knowledge, and I want to learn things.
Here, do you want a piece of clarification as to why?
Okay.
Tagal avoids him at all costs.
And the golem is.
The god of life.
God of land.
Oh.
Tagaln is the god of life.
Kilo
Kilo is the god of land.
I'm mixing this shit up.
I had it right!
Hey!
You don't know your own fucking god.
You motherfucker!
Yep.
39 gods! This psychopath
Yeah.
doesn't know when to relax.
No, I do.
Yeah, no, I have all of my gods mixed up today.
This is the
Yeah.
worst time to have to be. Guys, continue.
And I do plan on getting Dion to talk. I have a lot of questions for him.
Yeah, that
So
might be a good idea.
that's where we come. We need to find a place to fucking rest first.
Oh, yeah,
Well, I think that should come second. Ritual should not be done in a place of rest.
Are we just gonna like?
Yeah, go out into the woods.
I was about to, yeah.
Hey, so why?
Why?
Yeah,
I feel like being in a confined room would be a little bit. I don't know.
if you're like in the room and you do the thing, then they're like in the room and they can't just like
They can't
fuck off.
bolt.
We don't know what Sasha's capable of.
Okay, but that's where Bonk and Ty comes in.
also consider
Oh, I'm
we
I'm
go
listening.
we go into the woods.
Yes.
We do the ritual.
Yes.
Sasha comes out,
Yes.
takes control of Mirage's body, and she
As
fucking
usual.
books it into the woods.
You're faster.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, he could knock me out.
I don't feel good about that though.
I also.
We could just also restrain her before she
To
tries
be-
to
It's
do
just
the
like you to bring up bondage. So yeah, I do think that's an idea.
Wow!
Can we just attach you to a tree?
What is going on
This is
between
why I'm
you?
so careful with my words.
Is this why you like never
No,
talk because
halt,
like everything
halt.
gets turned against you?
Shush.
Yes.
I'm
What?
sorry for you.
Thank you. Someone understands.
Important things. This is your body.
Yeah.
This is true. What do you want to do?
Shut
That's-
up.
Let's say we go to the woods.
To the woods we go.
Or
All right, I guess we're tying you to a tree? Question mark. Is that what we want to do? Do we have a
I suppose you could probably like set up a rope around me and
we could set
then
up a
just tug it
perimeter
as soon
between
as
all of
I,
us.
Huh?
We could set up a perimeter between us, and then if they take off, then we.
Book 'em.
Yeah.
I like Mikhail's approach of tying you to a tree first.
That was
that one.
Oh,
That might
Wow.
get in the way of.
the ritual.
ritual. Yeah,
Yeah, it's my primary fear.
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to get Zen from like.
do we need
into
like any
something
like
else.
candles or incense?
It's raining.
Yeah.
Everything is wet and horrible here.
That's not too bad to me.
No, it's really not that bad here.
Stop.
Macau Cheval.
Full naming me?
That's a really neat trick.
Can we go to the woods now?
Yeah, let's go to the woods.
It's like a little pacifier.
Can I see what you have?
Sure.
Are you fucking joking? What's in it?
Do you want to go for a ride, Macau?
Look on the third page.
What?
A ride?
Yeah, on the shoulders.
Oh, poor Macau Cheval.
Yep.
My God! What the fuck is going on today?
The energy and the gods and the stars align.
Yeah.
So the gods speak and Macau gets boned like in an
Boned,
emotional
not
way.
I was about to be
Different
like,
things
you're
are
not
funny.
getting boned. I'm sorry about
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, no boning for you.
Yeah, it's not boning. That's just bullying.
To the woods?
Yeah, we're not
Yeah, let's go to the
allowed
woods.
back.
This is what happens when you do all this to all of us. We bite back. I shouldn't have
I
said that.
like biting.
Yeah, you should.
I should not have said that. Should not have said that.
To the woods!
So while we're there, I just want to
wander.
like very quickly look at the letter from Sophia,
Oh,
the sendings, and probably like
Message.
the very brief one. I forgot to.
So yeah, it's very brief, but it's love you. Glad to hear you're safe. We are safe as well. Hope to see you soon. Please stay safe. Sophia.
Feeling good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you guys would find a small patch of like woods away from Skyexanis. Maybe about 10-15 minute walk ish. But you are out in the middle of this small patch of woods. What are you doing?
What kind of formation do we take up here?
Alright, I guess I'm probably just gonna like draw like a little symbol on the floor, like a little circle thing.
Okay,
Draw a little heart on the ground.
Put some doodads here and there.
sure.
Because he's the god of love.
Cause it's a god of love. I feel like
God.
there's a song.
Dion makes me think of the Book of Love character from It Takes Two.
No! No!
I mean,
parents are divorced.
your parents are divorced. Hey,
what the fuck's going on with you and Sasha?
Your daughter is so sad. We need to fix it. Oh, your toys now.
Go and fix your family.
You are made of clay and you are made of yarn.
You didn't fall in. I'm so proud of you.
His new apartment's definitely haunted because I, for sure, just got pinched in the leg by a ghost. It wasn't just like a muscle pinch, it was like I felt pressure. And I was like, ugh.
So, who has an extra place to sleep at?
You don't want to go to mine.
It wasn't like a painful one though.
Shut.
No,
It was like a silly little.
You want
And I was like, oh,
I hate that even more.
sorry.
Thank you.
So what are we doing, folks?
Not sleeping.
Barring that.
I was gonna be like, I'll explain to you my experience.
No. Continue.
Set it all up and like, alright. I hope this works out.
And then just.
If it doesn't, I am sorry for wasting everyone's time.
You are not the
We
waste of
have
time.
Nothing else to do.
We're
Yeah.
literally here until the festival.
No, we're here for until the day after because I have to get my sword.
Well,
You
here goes.
swords. I
Okay.
start pulling
What?
like, my rope out.
Gotta roll Jesus.
Hey,
Hey, what the
fuck?
What the fuck?
It's fine.
No!
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna like prep to make sure that we're good in the hood. I'm just kind of like prep for if something happens, and then I'm also just kind of gonna be like, hey, I don't believe in God, but like,
Yeah.
listen to your fucking follower is basically what's going through my
We're
head.
both
Yeah,
I'm singing.
I'm standing here, fucking stuff the tongue in
That
hand.
does not pass.
What is it?
It's a 10.
Well, hold on. Because this is a little different.
It is a little different. I'm surrounded by friends, and I feel reassured.
Yeah.
I was like, can we give like advantage? If
Can I give
we, like,
guidance or
start
try and pray
praying?
myself?
Yeah, can.
I'm a fucking cleric.
I was like,
I've never reached out to Dion before.
I also mentally yelled at Dion, so I literally was like, "Hey, I don't believe in gods and like all that shit. I know you're real, but like I don't really care. Listen to your
I
followers,
was like,
bitch."
I would also.
Since this is like a special ritual and you have done a bit more prep, I will give you advantage. And if you want to use guidance, you can.
Yeah, it's literally fucking free and it's a cantrip. Take that extra D4, buddy.
Come on.
That's just that's the day.
7,
Honestly. Religion checks
11.
today? Ain't it?
So it's one more.
That's literally one more.
Yeah,
What
with
was-
the fucking D4. That's
what
the
was
worst
what was
part.
the D4?
The D4 was
Yeah.
a 4.
Woof.
Right.
So you would have
But
taken.
it's advantage, so you take the higher roll. So if 10 was higher and you got a
14.
4, then it's a 14 in
Yeah, it would
total.
have been a 14 total.
Yeah, that passes.
Oh,
Oh shit! Guys, we did it!
thank you for your guidance.
I literally in my brain went, "Fuck you, Dion." Listen to your
And I'm just like, damn, please, for the love of,
Okay.
for the love of God, God of love.
So.
I'm ready.
All right. Yeah. You are, like, as you're meditating, you are, that's very loud.
Yes.
You are taken to that same place that Dion spoke to you, like in his palace, the realm of paradise that he calls it. And he is currently like looking away from you as you like enter this area. Hands behind his back, wings kind of like folded down, and then slowly like turns to you, smiles, nods his head. Welcome, Eve.
Long time no see.
It surely has been a while. So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm sure that you have been following all of my escapades up to this point. And you know I have many questions, many concerns.
I do. To an extent.
I want nothing but the truth, Dion. I want to know who struck you with that lightning that day. Why did it bring you to me and Sasha? What really happened to my powers? Because the last I've seen, my friend Dara has requested the power of a god, and his power remains intact. What is this curse symbol? What is it doing to me? Why did you put it on me? Who the fuck is this Amberster Kiori poser? Pretending to be a god.
So many questions.
And I don't want your answers, I want the truth. All my life, I have been told I was one thing or another. I was told to bring about my parents' justice. I was told to bring about balance in your name. And I'm told that I have these harmonizing marks. That means that I am to do something much greater. But one day, 12 years ago, I made a choice myself. And I chose to be a mother. And that's clearly not what the universe wanted for me. And so I am asking you, and you owe it to me, your champion. You owe it to Sasha, who was just a child. You owe it to my party, who time and time again have pulled me out of the mire. You owe it to yourself as the god of love.
I suppose you're right. So what do you want to know first?
After being struck with that lightning, why did it bring you to me?
It gave me a vision. The first I've ever had. It showed me you. It showed me your son. And then it showed me the destruction of the Biosphere. And I was frightened. So I showed you what it showed me. I did not give you that vision. It was not my doing. Something else showed it to me. I thought I'd do it to protect you. To protect the Biosphere.
Whose lightning was it?
Not whose. What's? It was a vesiculum. One Oleron Eritas specifically was studying, researching the vesiculum praetor.
And what of this curse? What of this mark? It's holding my power back, is it? You placed this seal on me. Did you not? If you want me to be your champion, why seal my power? What are you trying to keep me from?
Because I was afraid I had made a mistake. I had come to know more about this vesiculum by speaking to Oleron Eritas. This vesiculum in particular is incredibly unstable. It has grown more unstable ever since he moved it to Lothmanger, where it is today. It has become a fissure. Its power was beyond my comprehension at the time. This vesiculum holds the power of memory. But it does much more than that. It can change memories, distort them, and even make it a reality. I learned that it can show the future, the past, but not exact futures and pasts. I was afraid that what I showed you wasn't true. And when I saw you bore the marks of harmony, I knew you wielded greater power than any being on Ethos. So I sealed it away.
under the guise of a curse mark, of an unforgivable deed, recognized by I, Dion, the god of love. I kept watch over you. Your every move. To make sure that I kept the world safe from you. I had to keep it, the truth, away. I was afraid. I do not know if this future is true or false. If it's even a possibility. I'm sorry. I truly am, Eve. I believe what you did was for the good of the Biosphere. Whatever truth there may be, only that thing can show you the truth. I cannot.
Do you have any clue on where or how I can find it?
You're not gonna like the answer.
I don't care. I haven't liked a lot of things up to this point. I took my own son's life. I can take it.
It resides in the Malturian Zenith.
So, what? You fear me now?
Should I? I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
That's an 18, motherfucker.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Oh, thank God! Oh.
Nothing happens.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna see this through to the end. And dispel whatever fake memories there are. So now I know that I may never have needed to do what I've done. I could have really done this for nothing. But I mean, I've come too far to not find out.
I truly hope one day you find the truth. And it is what you're looking for.
For all of our sakes. For yours too, Dion. And for Sasha's.
Yes.
And I know what I need to do. know that his soul has been writhing in agony for so long, and he's begging to come out. And he's not gonna come out quietly. But I know what needs to be done.
Good.
From this point forward, no false memories.
What I showed you was not false. I just don't know if it's something that could ever come to pass. I can't tell you with certainty. That is all. And for all we know, it still could happen. I do not know. I truly am sorry.
No matter what happens, do you at least know how I could somehow lift this curse? Because if this world really is heading toward this direction, I'm going to need all the power I can get. One petal broke off.
How did you do it? It was with your encounter with Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
You had said something to him. I don't remember the exact words.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
There is a way. With my curse specifically. I had been guiding you this entire time. Keeping a watchful eye. You did things under my command. Now it's time to do it under yours and your own. What you did. You have to find a way to forgive yourself. I understand what I'm asking of you is impossible. But you've already... And he points to the cursed mark where the petal had fallen off. You've already done something right. I know what you mean by him. Writhing. I will murder. He rests a hand on your heart. You still feel him in here. But it's not the boy you want to remember, is it?
No.
You need to remember him for who he was. Not for what you think he has become. You fear what he could have been. And it's growing darker in your heart and your mind. If you let it continue to grow that way, then that will be your truth, which will manifest into reality. You must confront him, and by doing so, confront yourself. Do you understand?
Yes. I'm ready. I'm ready to face him.
Then I will bid you farewell. This is a task you must do alone.
I know.
With that, he just kind of fades away into the ether, leaving you in like a white plane of nothingness surrounding you. What do you do?
I want to go to Sasha, or I mean, I'm sure that's what the wisdom saving throw was, right?
It was.
Yeah.
It was to keep him back.
Yeah. So I want to give into that.
Give in?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I am
What?
facing him.
So,
That's different.
everything Dion has said to you has gone against what you have lived for this entire 12 years, what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has essentially manipulated you in a way to keep you under control. You don't know if what you did to your son was necessary. And a lot of the things Dion has told you has been a lie. And you feel that anger, that wrath, that being manipulated, and you just let it all boil up inside of you. And you feel this other part of you that begins to grow, this dark side of you that just kind of like bubbles up. And off in the distance, you see rising from that like white fog that kind of emanates over this solid plain is that version of Sasha you saw for the very first time that took control of your body. And he just kind of like rises up out of this like almost like an ink puddle that just like rises up, and then as he like flips his head back, his hair goes back, and it's just this black-eyed version wearing this long black coat. That first Sasha that you saw, that humanoid adult version, filled with anger and malice specifically towards Dion and the gods for what they had done to him. And he rises up about 20 feet away from you and just... Bless. He turns towards you. What do you want? How could you? He begins to like march over to you. You let him say that to you. And you don't do anything. Not for me. Not for you. He like goes up really close to you and just kind of like grabs you by the collar and just kind of like lifts you up and just... Pathetic. You're weak. Can't even stand up for your own blood. And kind of like throws you off. I was so close. You felt it. I was so close. You held me back. Why?
And the reason why I stand before you now, Sasha, is for you and me.
For us? Really? You've only done things for everyone else. For the gods who have controlled you. You killed me because of only his word. You are a puppet, a pawn. throw me away. For what? For what? Tell me, what has this done for the world? For the greater good?
I don't know.
You don't know. And you threw me away.
Yes. I broke your trust. I shattered your world. That's the note that I left you as a mother. And for both of our sakes, my final lesson to you and my greatest gift. I'm gonna bring you peace.
Peace. You're gonna show me peace.
Yes.
How? How can you do that when I no longer exist?
You continue to exist, Sasha. You will always be more than a memory.
You see, he kind of looks at you and he physically begins to like shrink ever so slightly. You don't know what it's like.
I know. I know loss, but I don't know betrayal.
I hope you do. And then you and I can truly feel and know what it's like. He like walks up to you. I hope the closest person to you looks you in the eye and throws you away, just like you did to me. Then we can talk as equals. Mother.
We're both going to understand peace together. Right here, right now.
Prove it. Show me peace.
And like without hesitations notice, I just give him the biggest hug.
I've been waiting for this for 7 years.
This time I am not letting go. I don't want to feel that biting cold that I did on that cliff that day any longer. Together we are going to learn of warmth and trust. And your mom has made mistakes over and over again in her life. And this time, for certain, she will lead by example. You are my everything, Sasha. And I threw it away. I'm not letting go this time. And then I start very delicately singing the lullaby that I would sing him.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking wrote those lyrics like 3 months ago, right? Yeah, wane away my daily sun. Yeah. I'm not gonna fucking sing it, but I'll read the lyrics.
I'll take it.
Go ahead.
Wane away my daily sun, rest your weary eyes, my love. Diamonds in the sky tonight, love and stars forever bright. Riftland rides, violent flows, greater storm within the known. Frozen heart, child of sorrow, warmth lies toward the morrow. Please don't cry, my daily sun, one last storm to overcome. I covet thee, my daily sun, unveil to me eternal love.
There's the real God of love right there.
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't embrace you back.
Don't care.
Yeah. But you hold on to him and you sing this lullaby. As you finish, that white, like ethereal plane fades away, and you keep on holding on to Sasha, and you still feel his body. He does feel cold, very cold to the touch, that biting cold that you were talking about. But as you finish the lullaby, the cold fades away. Not into a warmth, but it just fades. It's not hurting anymore. You finish the lullaby, and your eyes would open, and you're back in the material plane. But that feeling that like someone's there doesn't really go away for a few moments before you realize where you are, and then it would part ways. But as you look on the ground in front of you, another one of your petals has fallen. That's where we'll end the session.
And so, the Riftseekers were given answers from the divine. However, they still feel lost and directionless, and the rapidly growing threat of Ambrister continues to weigh heavy on their minds. Though, we saw some small victories today, especially with our dearest mother, Mirage. Reconciling with her son, she was able to break under the chain on her shackles that was bound to her by Dio. Her power will continue to grow as the petals of her mark fall, one by one. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you want more, why not consider joining our Discord? There you can talk to the players of the campaign and be a part of our lovely community. Thank you again for listening, dear friend. And goodbye for now.